That's why we are calling this a weather impact day, because the weather could turn at any moment.
Yeah, we've still got plenty of storms ongoing right now.
Yeah.
Strongest ones, good news, are way up in northeast Iowa at this hour. So that's a positive, well, at least for us locally. But we do still have some storms happening. Live look from up in Marshalltown a short while ago. There's a little bit of rain up this direction. Now we're just looking at a thunderstorm about 15 miles farther up to the north, up out of Marshall County. And this is another storm, another little cluster of storms, I guess I should say, in parts of eastern Hardin counties and then in Grundy County again here too. There is a severe thunderstorm warning on this storm until 5:45. Warned for the potential of inch in diameter hail, maybe some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The main strongest little area where there might be some hail is kind of just to the west of Grundy Center there along Highway 175. Wouldn't surprise me if this wasn't the original storm warned, but west of Eldora on Highway 175 as you kind of head out that direction also could produce a little bit of some hail. That area already had some strong thunderstorms earlier on this afternoon. We do have another locally, at least one more storm that's warned for severe weather too. This severe thunderstorm warning down in the Ottumwa area, still warned. The storm's moving northeast, by the way, at about 40-ish miles per hour. I guess we can try to put these storms in motion here for you, just so you can see that movement as they head up that direction. This is going to eventually head up into parts of Keokuk County before too long. I just saw a picture not too long ago from down in the Ottumwa area. It looked bigger than an inch in diameter hail sitting in the palm of somebody's hand, but that's what you're dealing with this way. Luckily, no tornado threat. A few other non-severe cells back farther south and west of that, right over Rathbun Lake at this hour, and then from Centerville back westward through Appanoose County just to the east of Seymour. So that's our situation here in southeastern Iowa. If we widen things out to the whole state, you notice not much else going on. Basically, if you're west of I-35, you're probably done for the evening hours, at least in terms of severe weather, I would say. There is still technically the tornado watch until 10 o'clock, colored in yellow, although the highest potential probably over this direction from Waterloo and Cedar Falls, Cedar Rapids up towards Dubuque, and then eventually into parts of Wisconsin. That's where storms will be strongest, most widespread here as we head through the next few hours. And then as we go into tonight, we'll watch after dark because we're going to have a little bit another batch of moisture that flows in about a mile up aloft above the ground from the south and the west. That might be able to pop up some more storms for us, not necessarily as likely to be severe, but later this evening after 10, midnight, kind of in that time frame into the first part of tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that. Into tomorrow then, quieter conditions as we start our Wednesday. Here's what we're looking at. Earlier today, we were watching storms fire along this kind of stationary front. Tomorrow afternoon, another low pressure center develops, and that's going to come into sort of west central Iowa, give us a little bit of a nudge we need to form some more storms, and then those could be strong. We'll get to a lull in the action on Thursday, and then a bigger system will push a cold front and more widespread thunderstorms into the day on Friday. So severe weather actually over the next few days looks most likely as we head into Friday, at least coverage of storms, most widespread storms, Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Tomorrow during the afternoon, maybe as soon as 3 or 4 o'clock, and then into the evening, there's a level 2 risk, not as high, of severe storms in parts of the state. Let's show you that briefly here tomorrow. This is still a little bit fluid depending on what unfolds tonight. Okay, it's one of those sort of forecasts. But tomorrow afternoon, watch a little bit of that clearing work into Iowa, that low pressure to the west. We start to pop up some storms somewhere in the vicinity of the I-35 corridor, south central eastern Iowa, and then those quickly move out of our part of the state, and we don't have as much of a severe weather threat by the evening hours. So we'll watch tomorrow and Friday in particular. Keep with us for that. On Thursday, just some sunshine, quieter day by comparison, up around 80 degrees. Cool winds blow in after Friday's storms. Look at Saturday, high only around 50, gusty winds, some lingering clouds, and then we'll calm things down, warm things back up as we head into early next week.